Good morning.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm Roger.
Roger, I'm Terry.
Terry?
I gotta hold this sign or the wind might blow it away.
I got you. Hey, I'm Roger.
Hi, how you doing?
What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah? That's my daughter's name. What's going on, guys?
We're here to warn.
Okay.
The judgment is coming to America.
Okay.
In 1 Peter chapter 4, it says judgment begins at the house of God. So that's the way.
Sure.
When God executes his judgments, the judgments will begin in the churches.
We totally agree with you, man.
So we're here to
Absolutely right.
warn the people that you must forsake all of the idolatry,
Yeah, amen.
all of the foolishness of the world, because if you're a friend of this world, you're an enemy of God's.
That's right. You can't have it both ways.
That's right.
You can't have a foot in one way or the other.
That's right. So we're here warning today that judgment is coming to America.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're here to warn the people of God that judgment is coming soon.
Well, listen, we have the same message.
Excellent.
We're choosing to communicate it in a different way. So, listen, you were more than welcome to come and worship with us this
Oh,
morning.
wonderful. I'd be happy to communicate this from your pulpit.
But that won't happen this morning.
Oh, I got you. I'm kind of communicating in the way that Jesus did it and the disciples did it.
Well,
They went out in the highways and the byways.
Yeah, that's absolutely
You know,
right.
Jesus said, you know what? He said, enter by the narrow gates, because wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and most will go there.
Amen. That's exactly
But
right.
narrow is the way, or is the gate, and difficult is the way that leads to life.
You're preaching the word, man. That's exactly right. We are as well. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask you to join us, or we're going to ask you to leave. Those are the two
Well,
options.
you can ask us to leave, but we're on public property. This
Yeah.
easement right here,
Yeah.
by the road, this 10-foot
Yeah.
easement, doesn't belong to the church, it belongs to the city.
Okay. Well, what we'll do
So this is our...
if you won't...
So you don't
if
believe in
won't-
the First Amendment. You don't believe in people's right to speech.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to
Is
ask
that right?
you to join
So
us
you
in what we're
don't,
doing this
you don't
morning.
believe in the right to speech?
We're going to ask you to join us this morning.
You don't believe in the right to speech?
Or we'll call the police and ask them to handle
Oh,
the
is it?
situation.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should read Corinthians chapter 6.
I've read chapter 6.
Oh, okay. So you take up the legal system, huh?
So are you coming in alone? That's the question.
So you're threatening me with the police. I can already see the fate of Harvest Church. They don't allow the freedom of speech. You know what? If you don't want the freedom of speech, you need to move your church to
Will
China.
you be joining us this morning?
Maybe you need to move your church to China or Saudi Arabia, because I won't be there.
We'll take you this morning.
I'm here to warn people. These proudful churches that are trying to hush the Word of God. You're trying to quench the Word of God. Shame on you. Shame on you, because I am trying to warn the people, and you are trying to quench the Word of God. I'm here to warn the people of God that judgment is coming.
I would love you to join
Sir,
us
are
this
you a Ezekiel 34 pastor?
Listen to the word of
Are you
God.
an Ezekiel 34 pastor? Are you feeding on the sheep? Are you feeding on the sheep? Maybe it's time to stop feeding on the sheep and start feeding the sheep. Sir, you are nothing but a hireling. May God have mercy on you. You call the police. This is my First Amendment right. This is the approach that Jesus did. They went out, Jesus, the disciples, the apostles. They went out all over and did this.
All right. Well, we're just checking to make sure everything's all right. You guys are fine here. Stay as long as you like. Just be safe, because these cars do drive pretty fast.
God with all of your heart. It's time to start living God with all of your heart, all of your mind, and all of your strength, like Jesus said. You can't be a weekend Christian. You can't come in and put your arrow in and think that you're okay with the Lord. Folks, it's time to draw near to God. He's going to judge this nation. And the Bible says that judgment will begin first at the house of God. So we're here to warn you, you must humble yourselves. It says a broken spirit and contrite heart the Lord will not despise. You must humble yourselves. But unfortunately, most of the churches in America become very proud, very proud, very prideful. Humility doesn't exist in most churches. They're very proud.
Somebody's yelling at you on your
And
left.
God will resist the proud. Well, it sounds like it. We've had some proud sinners come up to us. Oh, there's a proud. Are you a homosexual, sir? You're speaking with a lisp. Do we have homosexuals in this church? Shame on you. I hope there's no homosexuals in Harvest, because God is fixing to pour out judgment. And this nation will be judged like Sodom and Gomorrah. Folks, you can't have your sins and have God. We've had some proud revelers yell at us. what? It doesn't sound like humility. God is fixing to judge this nation, and we got a bunch of prideful sinners yelling at the preaching. How about that? Folks, God is fixing to pour out judgment upon this nation. And I hope the people of Harvest start humbling themselves, because judgment will begin first at the house of God.
Why do you think harvest is sin?
What's that?
Why is
Why is what?
harvest full of sin?
Well, there's pride in every church, ma'am. Unfortunately, there's homosexuality in the churches, there's adultery in the churches, and idolatry is rampant.
Why this church?
Well, we go to a lot of churches, but it's rampant. And these things should not be. People shouldn't be sinners. They shouldn't be idolaters.
You're the first idiot that's ever been here.
We're here to warn you. We're here to warn the people of Harvest that you must forsake your sins and draw near to God with all of your heart. You can mock the preaching. You can go ahead and mock it. And you got your sweetie pie pastors in here. Oh, I bet they're very sweet. I bet they're sweeter than Jesus. But you're going to be judged, people. It's time to humble yourselves. Your sweetie pie pastors won't be able to save you from the judgment coming to America. So we're here to warn you, it's time to humble yourselves. We can see some of the fruit, the prideful fruit of Harvest. The prideful sinners of Harvest. It's time to humble yourselves and forsake your idolatry. Forsake your Instagram. Forsake your sports. Folks, I'm sure there's even homosexuals in Harvest. Shame on you. It says that in the last days, perilous times would come where men would be lovers of themselves. Well, that's the churches of America today, where they love themselves. It says they would be lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Folks, it's time to humble yourselves and draw near to God with all of your heart, to lament and mourn and cry out for mercy, because judgment is coming. It's time to forsake the world, to forsake the foolishness of the world, the idolatry, the entertainment, the sports, because God is fixing to pour out judgment, and the Bible says that judgment will begin first at the house of God. Oh, folks, I wish you would humble yourselves, but we've been met with nothing but pride. And it says that God will resist the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. So we're here to warn you. You must humble yourselves. You must cry out to God for mercy. Don't think that being a member of Harvest is going to keep you from the judgment of God. Jesus said, these people draw near to me with their mouths and they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Harvest, where are your hearts? Are you escaping out of church to go back to your pleasure, to go back to your entertainment? Oh, it says in the last days that men would be lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. I hope that that's not the case for Harvest. I hope that there are some lovers of God in here. I hope that there's some lovers of God.
I just said after you.
There's the fruit of Harvest, telling the preacher to F you. There's the fruit of this pastor, telling the preaching to F you. Here's the fruit of Harvest. We've seen it time and time again. The prideful people of Harvest telling the preacher to F you. Well, it sounds like the fruit of Harvest really smells pretty bad. We've seen some of the fruit of Harvest. We've been threatened. We've been cursed at. So I guess the pastor's doing a great job in here, teaching the people to curse, teaching people to threaten other people. Well, folks, you're not threatening God. He's fixing to judge this nation. And you either humble yourselves or you will be humbled by the Lord. Your faces will be planted in the dirt as he humbles you. Destruction is coming to this nation. And we're here to warn you. But you must draw near to him with all of your heart and escape all of the pollution of the world. You must escape the pollution. It's time to cleanse your houses, Harvest. Get rid of the idolatry, the sports, the TV pornography. Folks, it's all idolatry. And if you think you can be lovers of this world and lovers of God, you're wrong. It says that friendship with the world is enmity with God. You are God's enemy if you're a friend of this world. So we're here to warn you, forsake the world. The Bible says that if anyone loves the world or the things of the world, the love of the Father is not in them. So folks, is the love of the Father in Harvest? Most of the churches have become entertainment zones for the kids. Most of the churches are just tickling the people's ears, entertaining the kids. They become businesses for hirelings. The hirelings feed on, they call the people of the church giving units. That's what they teach the pastors in seminary, how to get more giving units. Well, folks, it's unfortunate, but most of the churches of America are nothing but businesses. And the pastors are not feeding the sheep, but they are feeding on the sheep. You may want to look at Ezekiel 34, people of harvest, because the Bible in Ezekiel 34, it talked about the shepherds that were feeding on the sheep instead of feeding the sheep. And that is the case in the American churches. No one wants to follow in the example of Paul where he worked. They all want to have the church job where they can work 2 hours a week and pull down a salary. Shame on you, you filthy hirelings. You're going to be judged by God. It says that not many of you should want to be teachers because you'll receive a stricter judgment. Folks, if you're a teacher or a pastor, you will receive a stricter judgment. And you should be warning your people right now that perilous times are ahead. Folks, judgment is coming to America, and it will begin in the churches. We are here to warn you. We are here to warn you that judgment is coming to America, and the Bible says judgment will begin first at the house of God. It's time to humble yourselves before God. Folks, we're living in the United States of Sodom and Gomorrah. This nation embraces perversion. This nation embraces wickedness, entertainment. This nation embraces sports idolatry. It's embraced in the churches. And that should not be. You should forsake the world. The Bible says that friendship with the world is enmity towards God, but the churches tell you, hey, it's okay.